Hi, I'm Molly, and today I'm going to be talking about legit singing or legitimate singing. It depends on how you want to call it. Legit refers to a genre of musical theatre singing that is heavily influenced by traditional classical voice training and vocal styles. The main lady who uses this is the Queen herself, Julie Andrews. The first thing we need to do to warm up to successfully sing in legit singing is your posture and alignment. To begin, we will do a spine roll. Ensure that your feet are underneath your hips, knees soft, head is long. Head onto the chest and roll down in the spine vertebra by vertebra. Afterwards, let yourself hang off the hips of the spine, sway side to side slightly to relieve any tension. Then roll up. Repeat this exercise again, this time making sure you connect breath with body. Whenever you move, always move on an out breath, and when you move back up from hanging down, make sure that you breathe out on a Z sound. This is important because when you are singing, you should always be grounded. The section to focus on is our breathing. We need to ensure that we are allowing the breath to drop in and to focus on the abdominal release. When singing, the abdominal wall goes in slowly and the diaphragm is going down, but you can't feel the diaphragm. Therefore, you cannot control it. However, we can control the abdominal muscles around it. Without breathing properly, it usually becomes clavicular, meaning more in your chest, and your body has no support for singing. Therefore, when you go to the higher range, you really can't do a lot of things with it because you don't have the support underneath it. We'll start with an exercise called Accent Breathing by Sven. Place your hand on your abdominal wall. Make sure the thumb is resting in the navel and your fingers resting below it. Then take a breath in, and on the out breath, release an Z sound. Zzz, zzz, zzz. If you're struggling with letting the breath drop in or any of your release, you can always go on all fours or put your back against the wall and be 6 inches apart and do the accent breathing then. It is usually easier for first timers to do it that way, purely because gravity helps you do half of the work. Now, to focus on breath control within a song, we must ensure that we are connecting the abdominal slowly with control. Your breath should last as long as the phrase takes. How to tilt is essential for singing because without it, when reaching higher notes, if you are horizontal position with no body support, you could damage your voice. Tilting the thyroid enables the vocal folds to be lengthened and tensioned for higher pitches. You will have difficulty accessing your upper range if you do not do this tilting. Finding this tilting posture can also help you in creating vibrato if you want it. Thyroid can be horizontal or tilted. Usually when you have a break in your voice, it's usually because you're not adding enough tilt for how high you're going. I'm going to do a few exercises now that will show you the difference in how they sound with tilt and without tilt. Neck anchoring will help with tilting. Therefore, whilst doing this exercise, keep in mind that the cervical spine is lengthened. You kind of feel like you're slightly looking under the horizon, and always slide the pitch. Tensions that might stop you from being successful are jaw tension, tongue root tension, and neck tension. When sirening, ensure that the head is long, jaw is loose, and tongue root is soft. If you have problems with tongue root tension, I would do Tongue Boot Camp by Michael Holcroft, where you do 8 one way, 8 the other way, 6 one way, 6 the other way, and so on, all the way down to 1 each way. Or you could always do tongue press ups, where I show in a minute, to make sure you don't move your jaw and you only move the tongue up and down. Or if you have problems with jaw tension, smile and you'll find the 2 muscles that you need to work on and just massage them. Or stroking down the face always works and actually releases any tension in the face. The only way you can be aware of falsetto is knowing the difference between clear contact and how it feels in the body and falsetto contact. So, clear contact, clear contact. However, if you go, you can feel how distant they are from each other. When we go, uh-oh, uh-oh, that is our true vocal folds making contact. Our false vocal folds sit on top of them. They can be in 3 positions: constricted, neutral, or retracted. When singing, you want them retracted. The best way to do this is by thinking of something funny and silent laughing. Then add a sigh to it. Your back of your throat and your neck will feel wider. You must always feel wider when singing than it does naturally to when you speak. The main function of the soft palate is to decide where the sound comes out of. Your mouth or your nose? It is the nasal port which links your mouth and nose. When the soft palate lifts up, it seals the nasal port, making all the sound come out of your mouth. If the soft palate rests on top of your tongue, all the sound goes out of your nose. If the soft palate is in a halfway position, half the sound goes out through the nose, half the sound goes out through the mouth. For singing, you mainly want to keep the soft palate raised. However, with nasal consonants, that is impossible, such as m, n, and ng. They will always be lowered, the soft palate, because they're nasal consonants. Now, to sing legit, you need to have your tongue position, the back of the tongue raised so it's resting on the back molars and the rest of your tongue more relaxed. This is called medialization. Now I'm going to read a quote from Singing and the Actor by Julianne Keyes, just explaining medialization to you. Medialization is a solution to vowel inequality that works well for actors and musical theatre singers. Medializing means to make in the middle. Specifically, it means that you are making the differences between the vowels in the middle of the tongue rather than front to back. This in turn will adjust the vowel formants, enabling you to equalize the vowels for resonance. Using medialization, you'll be more easily heard and more voice efficient. That's from pages 100 to 101. Now, to do this, you'll go like this. E-A-I-O, E-A-I-O. Now, you're not moving your tongue from flat to up. You're keeping your tongue as still as possible in the mouth. I'm going to be talking about torso anchoring. This is just to help you have support in your body, especially when reaching high notes. So imagine there's a metal bar in front of you, grab it and then try and bend it. This will engage all of your back muscles. Make sure that you're not tensing your stomach or your knees. There we go, that's my video for how to legit sing. Thank you very much for listening and thank you for watching. Bye!